Hi guys, Chef Kevin Belton here. Hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Now, you know that I love bacon. So today we're going to do a BLT, but it's not just any bacon, lettuce, and tomato. I'm going to show you how to do one with a salad, and then we're going to make a BLT sandwich, but we're going to make an avocado dill mayonnaise for it, okay? Let's get started. So, really simple. I have olive oil in my bowl. I'm going to add in the juice from a lime into that. And I'll just stir this in to get this started and mixed up. See, anytime you add something like acid to olive oil, see how it starts to, that's what they call it emulsification, where, see how it blends together like that? That's that acid with that olive oil happening like that, okay? Now, let's get in a little bit of garlic. We're also going to have, look at this, I have a little salt, I have a little garlic powder, paprika, and just a pinch of white pepper. This is going to add a little spice to our dressings. Now, I do have to admit, gang, one of my favorite ways to have a BLT is a BLT po' boy. But you know, I wanted to do something a little different today. I wanted to get in a little different area. And that's why, hey, what about a nice healthy salad? Now, I've taken romaine, and I've just have some shredded romaine here. I also like to sometimes take like the heart, the inside of the romaine, where the baby leaves are, okay? The baby leaves are nice, young, and tender. And sometimes I'll just take those and just tear them like that, because those baby leaves are so nice and tender, okay? The other thing about this recipe, I'm using shrimp that I had blanched off, okay? A lot of times I'll take fresh shrimp, I'll peel them, I'll go ahead and just blanch them off and keep them in the refrigerator to use. If you want, you could season your shrimp, get your shrimp cooked in a skillet on the stove, or toss them in a little olive oil, use those same seasonings we use in our dressing, run them in the oven just for a few minutes in the oven just to get them cooked. And that way the shrimp are already seasoned. But because my shrimp were just blanched in plain water, I decided to add the seasoning to the dressing. That way we'll get the flavor in here, okay? But you could easily season a little garlic powder, pinch of white pepper, paprika on your shrimp. But here, just a little bit of dressing. You know, I don't like to overdress. We'll get a little bit in. Now, I've taken some tomatoes, some cherry tomatoes. You see, I have the variety of the tomatoes, okay? Mix those in. Give this just a nice little toss, just to get them coated with that dressing, okay? Come on back to the top. Y'all are hiding down there in the bottom, but we just want to get them mixed in, all right? Now we can go ahead with our shrimp. Now, once I get the shrimp in, I'm going to put just a tiny bit more dressing right over the shrimp, okay? And lastly, look at this. I took some bacon, chopped it up, got it nice and crispy. We'll get this bacon in. Look at this for a BLT. And now we just need to give this a nice little toss, just for those flavors to blend together, for the dressing to get mixed in. But doesn't this look nice, refreshing for a nice warm summer day? How's that for a nice BLT? Something a little different, something a little lighter. All right. Now, I told you I was going to make a BLT sandwich, but our sandwich is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to use a whole grain bread, but I have an avocado. And this is something you can do when your avocados get real soft. My avocado here, we're starting to get real soft, okay? Now, as you see, you can see that I put some on the bread already, okay? But I'm gonna take my avocado and mash up, and this is great to do when it's soft. Let's put in a little more salt right in here because I decided to use the avocado at the last minute. Here what I have a pinch of salt, I have a little mayo, and I have some dill, okay? So this is going to be an avocado dill mayonnaise. And you know, when you go out to eat and you hear about avocado toast, some of that started because the avocados were getting soft, okay? And what's the best way to use them is go ahead and use them on toast like that. That's what you can do with soft avocados. See, just use it as a spread. Little cracked black pepper. And you can use a different pepper in if you like. But look at that. Now, on our bread, you know, you don't have to put too much, all right? Just spread that out. You know, it depends on how much of a mayonnaise fan you are. Basically, what we're trying to do, we're trying to just basically get a little bit of flavor there, all right? So let me move this and bring over. Now, when I did the romaine for the sandwich, what I like to do is I like to cut out the center stem, okay? So we can lay one there, lay another piece here, get there. Take a couple of tomatoes, nice thick cut tomatoes, and then our bacon. Now, do you want to break your bacon? Do you want to lay your bacon crosswise? Do you want your bacon sticking off the sides? Look at that. Put that right on the top with that whole grain bread. Now, for those of you that are trying to stay carb free, let me show you what you can do. Here, take the romaine, okay? If you want, you could still take a tiny bit of your mayonnaise, just put it in there and just give it a little smear. See, just go inside, give it a little smear. All right. Here, I've taken the tomatoes and just quartered them a little bit. Look at that. See, that fits right in there. The only thing missing that I might also throw in here is a little cheese. Because why not have a little cheese with that BLT? So now we can just take our bacon and run our bacon right down the center. You could do 1 piece, 2 piece. All right, look at that. So there we have an option now if we want to stay carb free and not eat it on bread, but we have the different ways we can have it. So make this a little avocado mayonnaise, all right, with that dill in it. It's all fresh, all right. We could actually add a little bit of the dill if you want to keep the theme going into our salad dressing, okay? But why not mix it up different? And that's what's nice is every time you do this, you can do this different ways. So whether you're doing it with just the lettuce, whether you're doing it on a nice toasted whole grain bread, or whether you're putting in a salad with some shrimp, or we could put chicken in there, I tell you what, it's gonna be good. So I want you to go ahead and make your favorite BLT, all right? Keep washing those hands, keep masking up, stay safe. Thank you for cooking with me today for WWL TV. I'm Chef Kevin Belton, and we'll see you soon.